Hello, dear ones. Happy Self-Care Sunday. Today I want to tell you a story. It is the story of how a 17-year-old girl sitting in her grandmother's living room in the early 1980s became the 62-year-old woman you see on this channel. This video is part informational and part storytelling, and I'm going to do my best to get through the story perfectly and clearly while recognizing I'm only human. Let's continue. One day in the early 1980s, I visited my grandmother just after she'd had her second heart attack. She'd also developed thyroid disease. I asked her what she thought was happening in her body. She told me she was going through menopause and that thyroid disease was causing heart problems. As I looked at her with sadness because my grandmother was my favorite human on the planet, she said something I've never forgotten. She said, "I'm going through this, but you, because of all the technological and nutritional changes happening in your generation, never have to. This is not hereditary, and don't let anyone tell you that. This is because I didn't have the tools to take care of myself like you do. Start now. Exercise. Eat right. Get enough rest. Drink plenty of water. And use the right products on your body, because what you use will absorb into your skin and can affect your entire body." I was 17 years old and I heard every word. I started then thinking about everything I ate. And though I wasn't entirely in control of what I could eat or use on my body since I was still living at home, I started experimenting with exercise beyond the bicycling I did routinely. In my 20s, I discovered aerobics. And yes, dear ones, the ThighMaster. I was ahead of the curve on that one and clearly never let it go. By my 30s, I'd added body toning with light weights and made significant changes to my eating habits. I stopped eating most red meat and all dairy, which by then I developed a full allergy to. My grandmother's words were always somewhere in the back of my mind. In my 40s, I focused on eliminating the foods I developed full allergies to and began replacing the low-quality household and body product I'd always used without thinking. I was starting to connect the dots between what I put in and on my body and how I actually felt. I continued that process into my 50s, going all organic first, then all organic plant-based, and eventually became the raw, all organic plant-based foodie I am today. And I want to be honest with you, hitting menopause still changed my body drastically, even with everything else I'd done, even with my grandmother's warning decades earlier. But I was somewhat prepared because of what she told me at 17. The changes I experienced after 60 and continue to experience, I talk about extensively on my Instagram at @myKaizenVitality. Come find me there. This is not a story about perfection. It is a story about a girl who listened to her grandmother and never stopped hearing her. This is not just my grandmother, though. This is every grandmother and every granddaughter who was paying attention when she spoke. If this story resonated with you, dear ones, please like this video, share it with women in your life who need to hear it, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next on my channel. And leave me a comment, too. I want to know, was there someone in your life who said something that changed how you thought about your health? Tell me in the comments. I read and respond to everyone. This content reflects my personal journey and lived experience. It is not medical advice. Please consult your healthcare professionals before making any changes to your own health routine. Until next time, be well, dear ones.